Let me ask you a simple question. Do you know how to trigger sexual chemistry in any woman you want? If not, then you're playing the game with a blindfold on. Because if you're not generating romantic tension on command, then you're just another nice guy taking orders from women who have no real emotional investment in you. Let me be even clearer. If you can't make a woman feel chemistry with you, then everything you do, from texting to dates to deep talks, is 100% pointless. You're running a race that's already lost. So here's the fix. There's a technique inside Shogun Method that triggers sexual chemistry on demand. We call it the DM tactic, and when used right, it makes women fall into hot mode, where their subconscious takes the wheel. You're going to learn all about this awesome Shogun Method tactic today, so take lots of notes. If you're ready, then let's go. To start, let's dig deeper into the psychology behind the DM tactic. Every woman has two modes, cold mode and hot mode. Cold mode is where her conscious mind is on full alert, skeptical, guarded, and defensive. The cold mode is where most guys run into problems. They're stuck trying to talk their way in, while her mental firewall is at DEFCON 1. The Shogun Method DM tactic is what we use to bypass the firewall and shock her mind into hot mode. As I teach my brother Shoguns at shogunmethod.com, the hot mode is what you want the female psyche to be on. Because once she's in the hot mode zone, her subconscious blows open like a vault. And when you've used the DM tactic on her, you'll have access to her deep mind. Once you're inside her subconscious, you do what every Shogun does best. You'll get to plant emotional anchors into her brain directly. Every time you make her laugh, feel intrigued, turned on, or even slightly embarrassed, she'll associate all those feelings with you. And that's the moment chemistry ignites between you and her. So, what's this magical DM tactic, and how can you use it to trigger sexual chemistry with a woman? We go into extreme detail inside Shogun Method, but here's the move in summary. DM stands for Deliberate Misinterpretation. You're purposely misinterpreting her comment, lace it with sexual tension, and finally, disguise it as a joke. You take something she says, and you pretend it's a sexual innuendo. But here's the catch with this technique. You've got to ride the line. Go too hard, and you'll come off creepy as hell. Go too soft, and it falls flat on your face. With practice, you'll hit the sweet spot. And when that happens, it's 100% game on. She'll laugh, blush, and feel something she never feels with other guys. And that's the essence of sexual chemistry you want to build with a woman you want to bang. Here's an infield example. Imagine you're at a party and you strike up a conversation with a woman with an intrigue ping. It works, and she asks you, "So, did you come here alone?" Most guys would say, "Yeah, my friend invited me." That's okay, but hardly exciting. With the deliberate misinterpretation, here's what you say. "Wow, that's really forward of you. I'm flattered, but I'd rather we got to know each other first." If she laughs and squirms at the same time, guess what? That's sexual chemistry happening in real time. If you're a seasoned Shogun, you'll then fractionate her by softening the tension a second later. Follow with a blow softener like this. "Just messing with you. Yeah, I'm solo tonight. You?" Of course, some Shoguns continue pushing and own the tension, because as some of us know, only the women who could handle your shit tests are the ones worth your time. Here's another example. In the middle of the conversation, she brushes against your arm. With the deliberate misinterpretation tactic, you look at her hand, then back at her eyes, smile, and say, "Hey, slow down. I just met you." She touched you first, and now you're framing her as the aggressor. That flips the power in your favor, and she's guaranteed to laugh. Not only that, she's now on the defensive, curious about where this is going. And that's where the magic lives. Okay, the third example is for guys who carry a loud personality. Let's say you show up somewhere wearing a flashy shirt and striped designer shorts. A woman gets curious, leans in for a better look. Here's the deliberate misinterpretation approach. You quickly cover your crotch, turn sideways, and go, "Hey, whoa, we just met." Yes, it's ridiculous, and yet it's ridiculously effective. It catches her off guard, and that's good, because surprise is the enemy of skepticism. When used right, humor disarms, lowers her defenses, and makes space for sexual chemistry. We've now seen 3 DM tactics in full display. Next, let's dig deeper into why this technique works so well. Inside the Shogun Method program at shogunmethod.com, I explain it like this. You want a woman to feel things before she thinks things. That's the rule. Here's the thing. The moment she starts thinking logically, you lose. But if she feels first, or if she laughs, reacts, blushes, or gasps first, her rational mind shuts down. Her subconscious becomes dominant, and she slips into hot mode. And remember, the hot mode zone is where shoguns live and thrive. Okay, we're coming to the end of the video, so here's the summary. Misrepresentation works well because it follows the legendary two-step Shogun Method protocol. The first step is to access her subconscious. Misrepresentation shocks her out of cold mode and into hot mode. This is where her subconscious mind blows wide open. The second step is to manipulate it. Her subconscious is where you plant emotional anchors and link them to you. Do this enough times, and you don't just make her like you. You make her chemically dependent on your presence. Finally, know this. All seduction is subconscious. You never convince a woman to love you. You condition her subconscious to need you. Everything else is fluff. And that's why pickup tricks fail and nice guy energy gets ignored. If you want results, you go straight to the source, her subconscious. And the only method that teaches you how is Shogun Method. So, here's what to do next. If you want to learn how to use misrepresentation and other Shogun tactics that turn women into emotional addicts, learn Shogun Method and join the worldwide Shogun Method movement at shogunmethod.com. Inside, you'll learn 3 crucial pieces of knowledge. 1. How to use fractionation on a woman to build her emotional addiction to you. 2. How to flip any woman's cold mode into hot mode like clockwork. And 3. How to use the full power of subconscious manipulation to control her emotional and sexual desire. Shogun Method is not for soft men. This is not for game players. This is for the virtuous masculine man you must become. Go here now, shogunmethod.com. Because while you're overthinking your next move, she's already feeling chemistry with a man who isn't. shogunmethod.com.